There's a woman somewhere alive right now who can't enjoy her life because she's worrying about her children. There's a man somewhere who's worrying about his business or his money or his wife. There are children who are worried about their future. There are teenagers who are worried about their sense of value to their friends. Worrying, anxiety, depression, all these are patterns or the results of negative thinking. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 powerful ways to deal with negative thoughts and negative thinking, so that you can live your life fully and enjoy all that God has for you. Don't go anywhere.
I'm not alone, I'm not alone. The greater one lives inside of me. No matter the storms this life may bring, I'm not alone. Say this to yourself right now.
I'm not alone.
Yeah.
I'm not alone.
The greater one, he lives in me.
So to ensure that you stream my music, I've got an amazing album called I'm Not Alone to really help you create that atmosphere and enjoy the beauty of God's presence and to deal with even negative feelings around you. So let's get started. How do you deal with negative thoughts and negative thinking patterns? Number 1 is to realize that worry, depression, anxiety, they are fruits. They are not the root. All those negative thoughts that you're thinking about, they're oftentimes the fruit of something. They emanate from something else. So what you want to do is find out the root of negativity, find out the root of envy, find out the root of worry. It could be a sense of inadequacy. It could be fear, which is oftentimes at the root of many, if not all, negative thinking. So for example, if you're thinking nobody's ever going to like me in this world, or I will never have my own children or my grandchildren, or I will never get a good job, more often than not, the root of it is fear. And what I want you to do is begin to think about how you grew up. Are you dealing with childhood trauma, or do you have some unresolved issues, or did you have a critical crisis at a point in your life that is now sponsoring those things? So if you have palpitations every now and again, if you have a sense of uncertainty, you're easily intimidated, you feel afraid or anxious or nervous, ask yourself, what is the root cause of this? Number 2, many people who are dealing with negative thinking don't realize that 90% of the thoughts that they are receiving and dwelling on are not even from within, they are from around. So they watch the news saying rate of inflation is 40%. They watch the news saying 2 million people died due to terrorists or bandits in the last 3 months or 1 year. They watch the news saying, oh, women who are above 40 cannot have their own children. So you want to shut the doors and the windows to the things that are feeding negativity. So if it's the news, you need to regulate your intake of the news. And when I say news, not only on television or radio, but also on social media. And even though I know that you like buzz feeds, you want to be careful of what you feed on and what's buzzing in your life, right? You want to take care of your inflows, or rather the inlets or the inroads from TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat. Regulate your intake of media and news. So that is you blocking out the doors and sealing the access points. Number 3, you want to now open up the doors to the right information. So feed on the things that are positive, feed on the things that are substantial, whatever things are pure, whatever things are good, whatever things are noble, whatever things are of good report. If there's any virtue and if there's any praise, think on these things, which means discipline yourself to surround yourself with the right streams of information. Feed on the testimonies of growth and advancement that other people are sharing. Think about what you want your future to be like and dwell on the resources that have the ability to move you closer to those things. That is very important. Number 4, surround yourself with individuals who are more positive than you. Now, whether you like it or not, everybody has an atmosphere. Some people come into your life and things just begin to go downhill, right? Some people come into your life and things just remain on the same level. And some people come into your life and it's all up. You go all the way up. I was down, but now I'm all the way up. Something like that. You go all the way up, right? So think about who's the most positive person that I know. Make a list of 3 to 5 exuberant, passionate, incredibly alive, animated, jovial, curious, creative, maybe even dramatic people that you know, and say, what can I learn from them? How do they navigate challenges? What is their worldview on what's going on? And how can I adapt and adopt some of their beliefs and some of their value systems such that I build a powerful base, a robust mental asset in my life so I can deal with the negativity that is coming my way? That is very important. He that walks with the wise will be wise, the companion of fools shall be destroyed. Do not be deceived. Evil communication corrupts good manners. So surround yourself with the right friends. Number 5 is binge on the word of God. Now, many people binge on Amazon Prime, yet they're not functioning at their prime, and sometimes they look like the Amazon jungle. Some people binge on Netflix, but guess what? They're stuck in the net without many flicks. I'm not saying don't entertain yourself, but I'm saying don't entertain yourself till you detain yourself. It's okay to be entertained, but don't become a prisoner of entertainment and become detained. Focus on the word of God. Embrace the word of God. Hide the word of God in your heart. The psalmist says, your word have I hidden in my heart that I may not sin against you. I may not miss the mark, fall short, lose the plot. So think about the word. Your word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. That is very important. They sent the word and healed them of their diseases and deliver them from all their destruction. So binge on the word of God. The word of God is always positive. It's living and active, sharper than any double-edged sword, piercing to divide asunder between soul and spirit, bone and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and the intents of the heart. So focus on the word of God. I've got a bonus for you as usual, but for now, pay attention to the screen. But for every true believer, one of the things that we always want to do every year is to grow deeper in our relationship with God. We want to read more of the Bible, we want to pray more consistently, and we want to get to know God more. But somewhere along the line, life happens. There are bills to pay, there are relationships to build. And before we know it, we still spend time with God, we get distracted. If you're in that place right now, I'm happy to present to you copies of my brand new book called Refresh. In this amazing book, you're going to learn how to rediscover and how to relish and enjoy the pleasure of God's presence. Place your order right now. It's going to change your life. So welcome back. Ensure that you get your copies of Refresh. It will help you refresh your mind, your memory, your thoughts, and your heart. I've been talking about that book for a while now. Have you gotten your copy? If you haven't, what are you waiting for? Get it right now. It's going to be a blessing to you. Now, I want to also introduce you to my first ever album. It's called I'm Not Alone, with 10 amazing tracks that will just warm your heart, refresh your soul, and ignite a passion for God's presence on the inside of you to really help you and help you navigate tough times, difficult times, times of anxiety and negativity. Get it. You can stream on Amazon, you can stream on Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, and your favorite streaming platforms. All right, so the bonus is this. Go out there and encourage somebody. So if you're dealing with negative thoughts or negative patterns, many times it's because you're putting yourself at the center of your thoughts, and you are a limited resource. You are not the be-all, do-all, have all. How about if you shine the spotlight on somebody else and ask yourself the question, how can I brighten somebody's day? How can I lighten somebody's load? How can I straighten somebody's path? How can I accelerate somebody's journey? How can I buy mentors for somebody? How can I ensure that somebody is lit up by my gifts to them, no matter how small it could be? So be that person who invests in other people, and don't do it from a manipulative, vindictive, retributive, narcissistic way. Just do it selflessly, generously, and lavishly, and let the beauty of God's love spread through your life. My name is Damilola Oluwatoyinbo. I'm the pastor of Kings, and this is 5 to Thrive. I trust that you got something. Share this video with somebody who will need it. Post a comment. I always love to hear from you, and I look forward to speaking to you again next time. Until then, keep on thriving in the things of God.